Welcome to the Recipe Video Game Podcast. I am your host, the Red Knight, and today is the day we've been waiting for. A Nintendo Direct actually happening. The whole summer felt like a long Direct. It was like Nintendo was like, we're not going to do a Direct. Just spread everything throughout the next 3 months. Because June, July, August, like crazy. And obviously Microsoft had their showcase, but today, Nintendo has their Direct. Sony actually has a show later on today. And yeah, Tokyo Game Show. Obviously, Gamescom just finished. It's been like just a constant stream of video game announcements. And like I said, even though Nintendo wasn't there in the summer with a big direct or digital, a show or whatever, they felt like they did do an E3 in the summer. They released games like Kirby, obviously Splatoon already came out, Xenoblade came out, and now we're here for actual direct, which is about to start right now. So, yeah, as you can see, we got other topics we're going to talk about after. But right now, it is direct time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on this direct, which should be starting any minute now. And when I say any minute, I mean any minute. Here we go. What will they start with? That is the question. Hopefully something new. Hopefully something new. Hey, shout out to Digital Green Tea, who I know is going to tune in. Jack Jam, who I know is tuning in.
We live on the continent of Elios.
Elios.
4 realms surrounding a holy land.
That's a pizza. I don't know.
1,000 years ago, our lands endured a vicious war with the fell dragon. We called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us. Heroes
Fire Emblem.
emblems. With them, the warriors of our nations fought as one.
That art is beautiful.
In the end, we were victorious.
I'm assuming this is a new mainline Fire Emblem game,
the fell dragon.
which is pretty exciting.
In the years since, our world has been safe. But now, I sense a resurrection. The binding weakens.
This dude had his third eye. Wow. That hair kind of reminds me of Hikaru Shida with the two, colors in the hair. Fire Emblem's cinematics to me have always been the best. Above even Final Fantasies. It's the cell shaded that they add to it, so it's like this perfect blend of 3D and like anime. Fire Emblem Engage? Is that what it said?
You're really awake, yeah?
Look how good this looks, man.
How long I've been asleep?
What are those horrible things?
If I may, you are a divine dragon.
Dude, the Switch has been hitting on all cylinders. New entries, all that. Like,
Fell dragon.
we may not have F-Zero or Star Fox game, but you know what we do got? We got Metroid Dread. We got Fire Emblem games, Xenoblade games. A lot of games, man.
Sigurd, leave it to me.
And they just came out with a Fire Emblem, Warrior. So
It is rather quiet, I know.
I like that two-tone hair a lot.
We gain allies.
The time has come.
This dude is really a Nintendo Switch.
Emblem, engage!
Joy-Con hair. They gotta have the Fire Emblem Joy-Cons, right?
One strike will decide it all.
Please grant me your strength.
It's crazy how the game now looks very, very close to the cinematics of the old games, like the GameCube games. I used to watch those GameCube cinematics all the time.
She asked me to gather all of the rings and bring peace back to Elios.
That music, man. Classic. Engage. Damn, early as hell. January 20th, kicking things off
Hello,
big.
everyone.
Koizumi-san.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the latest installment of the Fire Emblem series.
Hell yeah, we did.
Fire Emblem Engage. In addition to the standard version, we'll also be releasing the Fire Emblem Engage.
Look at that
Divine
poster.
Edition containing collectible items.
Look at that poster, the density, every single
Please
character,
look
the
forward
blue and
to
the
more
red.
information about this game in the future.
This game got Switch written all over it, and it's the
Let's
two-tone
take a look
colors,
at
man.
the first batch of headlines.
Let's check out these. Oh, It Takes Two coming to Switch. Incredible game. Such a fun game, man.
This relationship is on the rocks.
I said this before, but this is like Nintendo quality right here. Platforming, creative ideas put together, and ballsy as hell that EA actually would publish a game that's only playable with two people.
Is the only way forward. Team up and cooperate with a friend in this critically
Dude.
acclaimed two-player platforming adventure. Even the
It looks
bumps in the
good.
road can be traveled with someone by your side. Venture through fantastical worlds.
Oh yeah, it looks like Switch is getting a good version of It Takes Two, and I'm almost certain they're gonna do the share
The game can also
the
be
game.
played on two systems via local wireless or online with a pal via the free friends.
The local is cool as hell. Yeah, see, free friends pass. They doing it too on Switch.
Return to normal.
That's awesome.
Partner, of course. It Takes Two launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 4th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
That's
eShop.
nice that it's coming out this year and not next year.
The forbidden story begins.
Uh-oh, the camera's out.
帰ってくるの明月と
It's about to be fatal.
After
Mask of Lunar Eclipse. Isn't this the one that came out on Wii U?
Ruka Minasuke
Or am I
visits an abandoned
wrong?
hospital in search of her lost memories.
I still remember when Nintendo got this IP. And people never really put Fatal Frame in the conversation with Nintendo's IPs, but it's like it is.
Uncover the memories that were sealed away. A dark curse looms near.
People was like, it doesn't fit Nintendo. I'm like, what?
Revealed.
What?
Fatal Frame. Mask of
Why not?
Lunar
Nintendo makes
launches for the
a
first
variety
time
of
in the
games.
West
Oh,
on
first time in the
Nintendo
West.
Switch
Okay.
Next year.
Next year.
There's a new hero who looks
A
mechanical.
new mechanical hero.
Introducing Wave 2 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass. for
Oh,
the
she looks like a
Xenoblade
sword.
Chronicles 3 game. This is Ino, a new hero.
She's definitely a
Who appears
robot.
To be mechanical?
Because that can't be a real body under that. Like,
Join your party. Expanding your options for classes.
it looks like
and
she's like
battle
cyborg.
strategies.
Like a cyborg.
Challenge battles.
She's
will
a walking
also be-
Monado.
Test your mettle in consecutive battles against tough enemies. Defeat all enemy waves to earn rewards. Challenge even stronger enemies to earn valuable accessories and special outfits.
Oh shit, he got the abs out.
More hero and gameplay additions will arrive in Wave 3.
That's what I'm saying. I hope we get some Mario Kart Wave 3 today. I hope we get some Splatoon DLC shown off. Like any little thing. Like, why not? I know it just dropped, but
Get
still.
on into these Nintendo Switch games. Nautical nonsense begins when SpongeBob and Patrick make a wish that unravels the fairy
This dude
flower
SpongeBob
universe.
consistently got
In
games,
this 3D
and this looks
platforming
good.
adventure, You'll travel through portals to 7
Like, really
outlandish
good.
wish worlds, like prehistoric kelp forest and Wild West.
Like no
Challenge.
business looking this
Explore
good.
using all sorts of wacky moves, don over 30 fantastic cosmic costumes, and meet your favorite Bikini Bottom residents from the TV series, voiced by their original actors. Soak up SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake.
The Cosmic
launching on
Shake.
Nintendo Switch next year.
That's next year.
You're all ready.
Is this?
Fit? Box with
Oh.
characters from Fist of the North Star. They'll be your instructors in
A rhythm
exercise
game.
mode, leading you through
Dude, rhythm games are popular. That's why I keep saying, like, people think that once Microsoft gets Activision, they aren't gonna start separating developers to get Guitar Hero back and things like that. You out of your mind. They definitely gonna do it. Plastic guitars will return.
Nintendo Switch, March 2023. This ain't your uncle's dodgeball.
Oh, a dodgeball game.
Opponents in this hilariously hard-hitting party game. Embrace the
Yo.
absurdity of frantic minigames, each one featuring ridiculous rules in madcap arenas. Customize your character from head to toe with hundreds of accessories. Plus, challenge up to 6 friends and frenemies in local and online play. They won't even know what hit them. Oddball.
Don't be surprised. This becomes a hit. This looks pretty damn good. Early next year, Tunic coming to Switch.
Fox washes ashore on a ruined island. Brave the unknown in this isometric.
Come on, you know this had to come to Switch eventually.
The only clue here is the manual.
Got that Game Pass money, now about to get that Switch money, and Zelda fans will definitely show up for this. This and Death's Door should do great on the Switch, because those are wonderful Zelda-like experiences.
What long-lost secrets will the island reveal? Tunic launches on the Nintendo Switch system September 27th.
Like, Death's Door, along with Forgotten Land, is like my favorite game of the year. Now, granted, I haven't played the single player to Splatoon yet. It's just been nothing but multiplayer,
Full remakes of 2 Front Mission games are storming in. In Front Mission 1 Remake, you'll pilot giant machines called Vonzers. Turn-based combat. As you progress, you'll obtain skills that can help you gain the upper hand against opponents.
Yeah, listen, has anybody came up with something better than mechs? I like the Jaegers, right? That's what they were called in Pacific Rim.
Continue the battle
Jaegers, something like that.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan. Take advantage of additional features like more terrain effects, weapon and armor attributes, and over 80 new skills added from the first game. Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this November.
I'm assuming the next game they show is going to be big. It's going to be big.
Next year.
I feel it.
And in the future, a remake of Front Mission 3 will also launch on Nintendo Switch. It's a wonderful life for a new generation. After nearly 20 years, a beloved
Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. What was this on?
To Forgotten Valley. Here, you'll manage a farm passed down to you by your father.
GameCube?
Store and expand your farm as you nurture crops. Care for your friendly animals.
I know Harvest Moon fans like everything but Harvest Moon. It'll be back.
Befriend the townsfolk while you're out and about in the valley. You might even meet your future partner and start a family.
That's dope.
In this installment, those around you will
Yo, Mr. Feeney right there, Topanga.
Their appearances will
That's what it looked like.
Years. Your child will also choose their career based on how you raise them.
It was that episode when they was using Feeney apartment as the inn.
An especially wonderful farm life in Forgotten Valley lies ahead.
They have nice character models.
Seasons. A Wonderful Life launches
Summer 2023, focusing on games coming this fall and next year. That's what I'm talking about. This is what you want to see. This is the only thing I really cared for. I was like, as long as we get some Splatoon stuff, I'm happy, because that's what I'm playing right now. Uh-oh. Splatfest.
The first post-launch Splatfest for Splatoon 3 has been confirmed. Here's the theme.
Gear, grub, fun.
Deserted island. Gear, grub, or fun?
I mean, you could probably make food with gear. And if you have food, you're going to spend time creating gear in order to make more food before it runs out. You got a ration. So, I don't know which one I'm going to pick.
More free updates are planned for Splatoon 3.
The robot.
Be on the lookout for more info in the future.
Fire.
So, Squids, what did you think? What would you bring to a deserted island? As for me, I've already decided. I hope you'll all participate as well.
So you just gonna tease us? You ain't gonna tell us what you pick? We trying to be on Koizumi team. Got it. Uh-oh. Bravely. Octopath.
Introducing a brand new game in the Octopath Traveler series. 8 new travelers embark on a journey through the land of Celestia.
With that, we could realize a world without conflict, without bloodshed.
I'm going to become a star and bring smiles to people's faces.
The art is incredible, man.
I'll be back once I eliminate that devil called poverty from the world.
So dense, like, and detailed. Dense with details.
Not again. Not this stench. The stench of blood.
Some good voice acting.
Doubt is what I do.
Leave the hunting to me. You'll have all the tasty meat you want. I need to rediscover.
Her name was
who I am.
Orchetta.
Explore a wide world set in a bustling era. Each traveler's path action differs between day and night.
Our Lord knows well the ways of the world.
What will happen when their paths intertwine?
What's that big round?
Let's go, Temenos.
And what adventures
Blocked the knife attack.
await the world?
Think I found the source. Tasty stuff, huh?
The 8 travelers each have their own story to tell. Where will their journeys lead them and you? Octopath Traveler 2 launches on Nintendo
February
Switch
24th.
February 24th, 2023.
Damn. So Fire Emblem
What
to
you just saw,
Octopath.
Octopath Traveler
Those are
2
massive
Square
RPGs.
Please look forward to the journeys of 8 new heroes. Let's see some more.
Fire Emblem got like 8 heroes too, right? They got a bunch of heroes.
A magical home is waiting
Man, if the
for
game
you.
looks like that art style right there.
Welcome
shit,
to
it really
fairy
does.
tale life in Fae Farm.
It really does look like the art style. Beautiful.
And forge everlasting friendships in
This game is
farm
gorgeous.
simulation
Holy shit.
RPG.
It's like Animal
Discover
Crossing
magical spells to grow crops.
meets Wind Waker.
Against mischievous foes.
And you got fighting and
And
everything.
explore the enchanted realms of Azoria. Along the way, you'll befriend a lively cast of characters
That's
who
beautiful.
call this island their home. Tend and grow your fairy tale farmstead solo or together with up to 4 players in local or online multiplayer.
I love seeing all this local and online multiplayer. That's what I always say. When people always like are on one side of the fence with single player and multiplayer, I'm always on the side of
As the seasons
both.
change,
Both is always the best option.
finding surprises can be unlocked that'll help you restore Azoria to its natural splendor.
Beautiful game. Like
Magical
Fae Farm.
Ways in Fae Farm.
Spring 2023.
Launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch, spring
That's
2023.
exclusive to Switch. That's why it looks so beautiful. They only focused on the Switch.
It's a musical blast from the past. Celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Final Fantasy series with the latest theater rhythm game.
They brought theater rhythm back, man.
Enjoy iconic songs.
I'm telling you, rhythm games, man. There's a market for them.
Torn from the
A
heavens.
real big market for them. And I only mention this because some people believe like, oh, Microsoft's only gonna,
385 songs
you know,
total.
keep the Call of Duty
Songs are categorized by
the way it
game. You
is
can play
and
each
not
stage while
separate a
experiencing
ton of those
the series
developers
through
and
the
bring
music.
back things like Crash Bandicoot.
In addition, 2 players
And
locally
obviously,
can complete stages in pair
rhythm
style,
games.
while up to 4 players can
And they have the
battle to the beat
IPs,
in
man, that
online
people remember when it
multi-battle.
comes to rhythm games.
Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line begins
Theater
with
Rhythm.
Symphony on the Nintendo Switch system February 16th, 2023. Pre-orders begin
Yo,
today
February
on
already is
Nintendo
looking
eShop.
stacked.
After the game's launch, paid DLC songs from the Saga series, Nier series,
They going into their IPs.
Octopath Traveler, Live Alive, and more will be released. That's 90 additional songs. Plus,
90
additions
additional.
containing a season pass and 27 extra songs, including Melodies of Life, will be available.
Damn. 500 songs. I saw the I figured they would show this again, so I didn't even bother to make it a headline because I know I'm gonna talk about it right here.
Let's dive in.
The Waddle Dee fight that they showed on the train track was awesome.
Worlds, each one jam-packed.
The thing is, I don't want to see the bosses. Like, I didn't even want to see that.
Find coins.
The best part of this game series is the surprise of how they're going to animate these bosses and things.
At shops, you can get items that'll come in handy during battles. After each quest or battle, your team will.
Damn, yo, the snow area looks beautiful.
Sparks are here to lend a helping hand.
Yeah, that Luma was mad funny looking, the gold one.
Each with their own
the star.
Powers and skills. They can help.
Oh, you know, because we got Lumas in it, the music to this game is gonna be great. If it pulls, I mean, at minimum 2 tracks from Galaxy, it's gonna make it great. But like redone, new renditions.
Sparks of Hope launches on Nintendo Switch October 20th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
I intend to play that in December.
Edition can also be pre-ordered.
I say this all the time.
Game, weapon skins and a season pass.
Weapon skins.
Restore peace between humans and monsters. Rune Factory 3 returns on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, they jumped them.
Take a break from quests to chat with the locals, cultivate crops, and care for monsters, among other relaxing activities. You can also transform into a monster.
Altered Beast. Turn into a sheep.
Vary depending on your form. Your choices will also cause different events to occur. Plus, a brand new mode has been added to help you enjoy more quality time with your in-game spouse. Rune Factory 3 Special.
So the detail on that floor?
Next year.
That floor was mad detailed. Rune Factory.
Plus, a new Rune Factory series will launch in the future.
A new series. That's a good way to put it.
4 Nintendo 64 games are on the way. Pilot Wings 64.
Yay.
Mario Party. Mario Party 2.
Mario Party 3.
Mario Party 3.
Will we get a 4?
Pokemon Stadium.
Ooh. That's awesome.
Pokemon Stadium 2.
The mini games, they speak into my heart right now with those. Because I don't own Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 anymore. Sadly.
These games will gradually be added in the future. You can play a selection of Nintendo 64 games.
1080.
Many more gaming
Excitebike.
With an active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
I have no intention of upgrading them, so.
Oh, and there's one more game we should mention.
GoldenEye. They did it. They did it. What does this mean? What does this mean? Ooh. They said put their little sauce on it. Crossplay with Xbox? Is that what it's going to be?
Nintendo Switch games. Live your best life on the newly discovered continent of
Goddamn GoldenEye is back.
RPG.
GoldenEye is old as shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool that it's back.
To build character and deepen your relationships with the locals. In doing so, you'll gain access to different jobs.
And no amount of nostalgia is gonna have me sinking a ton of hours into that versus Splatoon or playing new seasons of Fortnite or any upcoming, multiplayer game. There's a lot of them, as you can see. Hell, Pokemon, we got 4 players online. Yo, the details is beautiful.
Then build machines to refine them into various resources. Eventually, you'll construct multiple production lines like
Yo, look how crazy detailed this game is.
will attack, so keep them at bay. Factorio launches on Nintendo Switch October 28th.
Some good music.
A young girl named Ib visits an art museum with her parents in this 2D
Yo, her eyes are red as hell.
She wanders through a busy gallery by the artist Guertena until one particular piece draws her in. Will she be able to safely return to her own world? Every decision affects her fate in IB. Launching on
yeah,
Nintendo
Beetlejuice.
Switch, spring 2023. Mario Strikers Battle
DLC?
League, where 8 players locally on one system can get gritty, is getting a second free update. Joining the roster are Paul Lee, a physical powerhouse with fast movements and strong tackles. And Diddy Kong.
Diddy with the mean animation.
With dazzling techniques and high pass accuracy. Plus, more gear and another stadium are being added. The second free update launches this month.
This month. Nintendo ain't playing games this year. Or next year from the looks of it, because it's already looking stacked. Graphics is sick.
When strange islands suddenly appear, Ryza and friends set sail to investigate in order to protect their homeland from impending danger. Sprawling landscapes set the stage for your adventure. Freely explore this vast world and forge your own path in this charming RPG.
It is charming, man. It has its style.
Of life will join your party. During battle, work with your allies to activate various skills, which can be swapped out when needed.
Because people can say, oh, it's like Xenoblade, or it's like Breath of the Wild, but it looks like its own thing.
New features are also in store. The keys to this lively adventure are in your hands.
And I guess that's a good thing nowadays. Like, every big RPG stands out
Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key
in a way that separates each other, you know? They don't all just blend in. Wave 3, that's what I wanted to see.
Here's a sneak peek at 2 courses racing.
That course is sick. Just in time for Christmas.
From Mario Kart Tour.
Gravity sections. From the Wii, right? Oh no, DS. But I think this wasn't on the Wii too. All the Mario Karts just blend. When you play all the Mario Karts, that's what happens.
Wave 3 of the
Those
Mario
are
Kart
both
8
awesome.
Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart
And as good as anything in the
launches
original
this holiday.
releases.
Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
Which is what I did. Purchased it on its own.
Next, we have some news to share about Nintendo Switch Sports.
Golf.
In the next free update, golf will be added.
I wish they announced other game modes for 2023.
Of course, you can play these locally. Additionally, up to 8 players
Yo,
can play at the same time.
the way they did it is so cool.
In survival golf. Those with the most strokes will be out. We previously announced that the update would release this fall.
And that got bumped.
However, we'd like a bit more time for development, so the update is now planned for this holiday. Please wait just a little longer.
It's still this year though, so
Next,
nobody
we
should
have
be
a special
complaining.
guest. Mr. Miyamoto.
Hello.
Or growing the hair back out.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. I have a few things I'd like to share with you today, including some news.
Pikmin.
First, as you may have heard, the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie we're developing with Chris Meledandri from Illumination.
Could we see like at least one image of what it looks like?
And Super Nintendo World, which is entering its 2nd year at Universal Studios Japan, will also open in Hollywood, California, in the US. Recently, we've been working on the finishing touches for both. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about Pikmin.
Pikmin.
It's been over 20 years since the first game, and we're still working on the series. This is Pikmin Bloom. It's a smart device game we started with Niantic late last year, in which
I don't think this is what he wants to talk about, right? With Pikmin. It's like,
here's a quick rundown of the game for those who have yet to play it. Pikmin Bloom is a smart device game.
I think this is the troll right here.
By walking outside, you can find Pikmin, raise them, and plant flowers together. All you need to do is take it with you on your daily walks or outings. You can look back at the end of the day and see where you walked. Send out Pikmin and collect the items they found that day. And feed them nectar to increase their health.
Nectar.
So how many steps did we take today?
Damn.
While you're out and about, you can also use the AR feature to take photos with Pikmin. Pikmin are all around you. Let's take a quick look at my screen. I have nearly 700 Pikmin. They love nectar. If you give Pikmin nectar like you see here, their flowers will bloom.
That nectar in Pikmin 3 used
You'll
to
also see
make
the
you
number
go
of steps
off.
you've taken that day. Regarding the map, the clouds will clear along the path you walk, so you can keep a record of locations you've visited.
Just like a Zelda map,
I
man.
normally move around within Kyoto, but I've also been going to Osaka, to Universal Studios Japan. I occasionally go to Tokyo as well. You'll say to yourself, okay, this time I'll try walking here. It makes trips and walks a lot of fun. It's a very easygoing play experience you can enjoy just by taking it with you. I hope you'll
I love the
try it
Pikmin
out.
just walking around.
Okay, now to the main event. Please take a look at this.
Finally, man. Brand new Pikmin. Well, it's happening. It's happening. The 4 is happening. Beautiful. I mean, the logo is actually beautiful.
That's right. Pikmin 4 will launch in 2020.
It's real.
We won't be showing any gameplay today. However, you'll be able to play like this, from the Pikmin's perspective near the ground.
Nice. It's like a third-person game
I also made a new t-shirt.
instead of top-down.
Nintendo Switch has made controlling the game simpler, meaning you can further concentrate on the core essence of Pikmin gameplay. We call it dandori in Japanese, or strategically planning, deploying, and commanding the Pikmin. I hope you're all
So the
looking forward to
Pikmin genre got a name now, Dandori.
Mr. Koizumi.
Sounds like a Lord of the Rings
Mr.
dwarf.
Miyamoto? Now, let's move on to some more headlines.
They're killing it this direct. they stack in 2023, yo. Oh yeah, this is the new engine for Just Dance. It finally changed its engine completely. And I know to people watching it, they won't see the difference, but it is a big deal when a developer decides to change engine, things like that. Also shows that they are definitely going to keep going with it. And like I said, when this game doesn't get the respect it deserves, I laugh, yo, because since the Wii, it's been consistently over a million seller, multi-million seller. And people say, oh, like nothing survived from the Wii, you know, that motion control, all of that. Like, Just Dance is right there. Not only that, there's a ton of games with motion controls now. If you would have asked people back then, like, yo, what's going to be the thing to make it, you know, out of the Wii and be just a consistent franchise, people back then probably would have been like, the conduit.
The season of death quietus continuously returns to
Hilarious.
destroy all. Travel the world.
While
to
Just
find
Dance
a
was
way
selling
to put an end to the calamity
goddamn
that is
10 million
life-saving
units and all that, like,
PG.
crazy.
Along the way,
And people thought it was a
join your cause.
fluke.
While facing
The longest
numerous
fluke I ever
dangers,
seen.
You'll begin to uncover the truth.
Look at the
of
art style to
created
this.
world. After this presentation, a demo containing the opening days of your farm's first season will be available on Nintendo eShop. Save data can be transferred to the full game once purchased.
Harvestella.
launches on Nintendo Switch November 4th. Get ready for a devilishly good time.
Bayo.
After 500 years, Umbra Witch Bayonetta was revived in the present day. In the first Bayonetta game, she clashed with angels to recover her lost.
I own Bayonetta 1, never played it, but played the shit out of 2 though.
Her best friend.
I just never went back.
Now, in this third installment, she'll fight to protect the world from the sudden invasion of man-made bioweapons called homunculi.
Don't worry, I know this song by heart.
She's gone
She
from
said, I know the
fighting
song
for
by
herself
heart.
to fighting for others, to fighting for the world.
I thought she was gonna. I thought she was gonna say, I fight for my friends.
Histories with Bayonetta to fight alongside
There they
her
are.
include the journalist Luca and another Umbra witch, Jean. New
Saw how fly she
Nova
looked.
also joins in on
She had the
action.
glasses in her hair.
A hair-raising, demon summoning, globe-trotting adventure awaits in Bayonetta 3, launching
October
on Nintendo
28th.
Switch October 28th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
October is
After
stacked.
today's Nintendo Direct, a new trailer delving more into gameplay will launch on our official YouTube channel.
Nice.
A dark fantasy mystery abounds from the creators of Danganronpa. Welcome to the city of perpetual rain. Many cases remain unsolved in this corporate control.
I'm so happy, yo, we getting a new Pikmin game. That first shot, though, I was thinking, yo, ain't this the area from 3?
Called Master Detectives.
You know, and then once I saw that bench, I was like, oh, no, this is a whole new game. The pop right there, I was like, woof. The visual pop, I was, whoa. Can't wait.
Meet Yuma, an amnesia
Dude,
detective.
video games is crazy, because look how many different art styles we got in this one single direct.
After their pact.
And we still got about 15 minutes.
Dive into these unsolved cases as a trainee at the detective agency.
Clock tower.
Thoroughly inspect each crime scene to gather clues and evidence. When you're ready, Shinigami will conjure a realm tying the crime scene to the truth.
Oh, her hair slapped him?
Labyrinth. Overcome obstacles and manifestations of mysteries to edge closer to the actual events. However, mystery phantoms will attempt to hinder your progress during each case. Avoid their barrage of falsehoods and slash through contradictions.
That's sick.
Uncover the secrets of
These shots right here are man cool.
Rain Code.
Rain
Launching
Code.
first on
Spring
the Nintendo Switch
2023.
system, Spring 2023.
RPGs. I mean, just RPGs after RPGs after RPGs.
Enter the village, if you
Digital version.
The latest installment in the Resident Evil
That's what I meant,
series
cloud
is coming
version.
to Nintendo Switch as a cloud version. Ethan Winters must face the horrors of the
I ain't with
village
it.
and its 4 fearsome lords to rescue his
With no
adopted
cloud
daughter.
versions.
Resident Evil Village Cloud launches.
To me, cloud is
Switch
support of
October
your.
28th.
Should be like support of
You can
your
download
purchase, so you
try
can
out
play it
the
anywhere
demo
without your
today
console,
on Nintendo
or
eShop to pre-order the full game.
you know, like Game Pass style.
The
You
Winter
subscribe, and that's
Expansion
fine. But like
DLC containing a new
buying
third
full
person
games
mode, additional
that you don't
story
have a
content,
physical
and
version
more
of
will
ever,
launch December 2nd.
nah, man.
Additionally, 3 other recent entries in the Resident Evil series will be available as cloud versions on Nintendo.
But I love that developers want their games on the Switch so bad, because the Switch just sells a lot of games and the console sells. This bodes incredibly well for Nintendo's next console.
It's an
And day one, that thing
lineup
having the
of
new Street
Nintendo
Fighter on
Switch
it,
games.
and you know,
Vanquish
physical
foes to
version.
avenge
Oh,
your
Sifu
father
coming to
in this
Switch.
Kung Fu action brawler. By thrusting, tripping, and parrying opponents, you'll break their stance and gain the upper hand. Fall in combat, and you'll get.
They got
older
the
and
Tunic,
weaker.
which was
In
exclusive
turn,
for a little while
you'll
Xbox,
learn new techniques
because it
to
launched there
complete your
first, but then it
mission.
came out on PlayStation.
Can you exact
And now this,
revenge
which was exclusive
before
to
your time
PlayStation for a little
runs out?
while.
Sifu pummels its way onto Nintendo Switch November 8th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Damn.
Experience the events leading up to Final Fantasy VII in this exhilarating.
But never
action
experience Final Fantasy VII.
Zack Fair is a
'cause
young and
Sony won't
ambitious
let go
soldier
of it.
operative aspiring to become a hero. Together with Sephiroth.
But remember,
Cloud, he investigates
Xbox
strange
exclusive is
disappearances
bad,
from
man.
his elite unit. This remaster features enhanced HD graphics and updated.
Don't that Harry Potter shit got a whole section that's exclusive? Of a whole Hogwarts section that's exclusive to PlayStation? These dudes be making portions of games exclusive while crying. Oh, somewhere Sprite Mix is hype.
Fire different types of weapons to take down waves of enemies. Defeat multiple.
That's the other
enemies in
thing.
the same color for a chain bonus. Or
Oh, you
take
gotta
down
be
different
strategic with
colored
it.
ones for a secret bonus. Rack up
The
these
Switch has a lot of
bonuses
shoot 'em
for a high
ups,
score.
a lot of RPGs.
Radiant Silvergun launches on Nintendo Switch.
The Switch is a very Nintendo console. Oh, Endless Dungeon, man. I've been waiting for this game for a minute. Been hyping it forever. You got the girl with the Samus shoulders.
As it sounds. You'll have to fend off continuous waves of monsters as you make your way through procedurally generated levels. Complete various quests to unlock new heroes, weapons, station areas, and more. Up to 3 players in online co-op can attempt to
See?
escape their grim fate. Do
She
you
robbed
have what
Samus,
it
yo.
takes? Endless Dungeon launches on Nintendo Switch next year. The journey of world regeneration begins anew. Remaster
Tales of
Tales
Symphonia.
is coming to Nintendo
Is it gonna be on
Switch.
2 carts?
The world of Silver
Like the original was on 2 discs?
shadowy forces called Descience. To stop them, a person known as the Chosen One.
I'm gonna be real, I got this on GameCube, never got to the second disc. Never got to the second
In a
disc.
journey with Colette, the current Chosen One. and
This game
his
was mad
trusted
long,
friend
too.
In this beloved action RPG, they'll meet allies along the way, like the wandering aristocrat Zelos, and a lumberjack who lost her emotions after an experiment, Presea. Other allies will also.
But it was
join
cool
the
as hell when you had your 2 little discs.
The fate of 2 interconnected worlds.
Because even since PlayStation 1, like when you got those multi-disc games like the Final Fantasy, it just always felt like special.
Begins its journey on Nintendo Switch early next
Even
year.
though it was annoying, you know, the fact that you had to switch disc and things like that. Got a cart game? Life is Strange, September 27th. Romancing Saga, December 1st, 2022. Lego Bricktail, that's beautiful. And it has the actual Lego creating aspect to it. Yeah, that's gonna be big. Disney Speedstorm 2022. Fall Guys Season 2, September 15th. Ain't that like a day before Fortnite? Kirby's back again. Let's go.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch.
So what, they gonna have the Wii one in this?
One day,
Yep.
a spaceship crash lands on planet Popstar. To help Magalore return to his home planet,
Yo, but the
Kirby and
graphics
friends set off on an
with the
adventure.
nice little outlines and everything looks way better.
Whip, and other familiar copy abilities, the new Mecha copy ability makes its debut.
Oh, Mecha.
Blast
It's closest I'm getting to a
foes from
Robobot
distance
on the
or
Switch.
Punch 'em up close.
That's fire.
It's packed with other powerful moves as well. The game supports local play for up to 4 players on the same system. Plus, everyone can play as Kirby while using their favorite
Cool.
copy abilities. There's also a collection of sub-games to play. This includes the new sub-game Magalore's Tome Trackers.
I was to say, look, it's Smash
and
Brothers.
returning ones like Samurai Kirby. All sub-games can be played with up to 4 players.
Run.
An adventure of deluxe proportions awaits.
It looks so clean.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th, 2023. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
February 24th.
As part of Kirby's
It's a you know,
a
remake,
of Kirby's Return to Dreamland will be
but
released.
still, for people who didn't play
Hope
it,
you're looking forward to this
it's
game.
literally the best 2D
Thank
Kirby
for
you can
watching
get.
Today's Nintendo Direct. This next
I'm like, y'all not ending on a
the next.
damn old game.
Please take a look.
We're going there. We going there. Okay, I don't see no new enemies there, but all the Breath of the Wild enemies. Who's this? There's a bunch of nines around there, look like. I guess that's our goddess. Now we know where she went. Whoa. It looks so good. We're about to see some fighting in the air. Oh, you got a platform to jump through time or something? Oh, we got a name. Tears of the Kingdom. Nice. I gotta throw that back. I gotta throw that back. Ooh, we got a release date. Damn. And we got a release date. Yeah, I'm throwing that back immediately. Goddamn May. Dude, they didn't give us nothing. They still teasing. Like, it's so good. They didn't show Link fighting in the air, none of the patent stuff, you know, shooting your arrows, which you know you're gonna do. It looks so good. You got Fire Emblem, you got Pikmin, you got Zelda, all new entries in one direct, and a ton of RPGs. These are all games that fall under the RPG genre, in my opinion. This was the RPG. Look at the sword, yo. Look at the sword. I just want to go back to that gameplay portion again. The doors open in Aragorn style. Man. And you see Link got a super long hair sometimes, right here. That's, you just know you jumping through time. Look at that detail right there on top of the mountain. I love the sword there again. Tears of the Kingdom. You know what makes me happy about this direct? That there wasn't no old Zelda games. Because I always said, if we see those old Zelda games, not that I don't want people to be able to get those games on their Switch. Shit, drop them right now. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? My point is, I always felt like if you saw those games, Nintendo would use those as an extension period for another delay. And we didn't get a delay. We got a May release date. And that's awesome. The fact that we're going to be playing this game in May is great. No more Breath of the Wild 2. Let's call it what it is. Tears of the Kingdom. So we got to stop making the kingdom cry. All right, real quick. I'm going to go back to... I want to see Pikmin. The 2 seconds we got of Pikmin, actually. Like I said, I know he's just trolling us right now. with Bloom.
Now to the main event. Please take a look
It's
at
called
this.
Building Tension. People like, what the hell? I'm like, nah, we gonna get a new Pikmin. Damn, that's crazy. So next year, we'll be seeing Prime 4 for sure. Unless that game is in super development hell where they can't even show it. Dude, it looks so good. I said that about almost every game in this damn direct. Just beautiful art styles everywhere. You know, Pikmin. Pikmin art style is just insane. Oh, no. I'm rewinding. You came back, Jack? Yeah, I'm rewinding. That's why. I am not on delay. I saw the Tears of the Kingdom. I'm going back to the Tears of the Kingdom. By the way, that Kirby, this remaster, like, I played this game last year again. You know, and
crash lands on planet Pop.
Visually, it's a giant jump from the Wii game.
Kirby and his friends set off on,
and I love the little outlines they got. It's so good. You know what? Now let's do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing again.
Please take a look.
That's the hand power right there. That's, you know, her. I've got my theories. Jack said this was a good direct for Nintendo gamers. Yeah, that's all it has to be. It's a Nintendo Direct. They were saying here for everybody. We got new looks at Mario Kart, Splatoon, the game we currently playing. Mario Kart is one of those too. Xenoblade is one of those too. Like, that's what it's about. Servicing the games that you have while showing you shit like this. Riding up to the sky. Let's see something real quick. Let's see something real quick in this last shot right here. Does the world look different? Alright, the castle is floating. You got a floating island right there. A bunch of floating islands everywhere. Everywhere does the world look different. Does the world look different? The whole thing is different. Yo, like, obviously it's the same. It's Breath of the Wild's world mixed with all this new stuff in the sky. But there's big, giant areas. Like that one up there all the way up to that. And this far one's all the way. So everywhere there's things in the sky now. They just basically doubled the playing field with all these sky areas. And I'm almost certain that they're going to change up, you know, the surface too. People who worry like, oh, I'm going to be on the same place. Like, I'm be honest, like, I love Breath of the Wild's Hyrule so much. I'm glad that it's a continuation of it. Because a lot of times we got, you know, Hyrule's Way was like things in different places. And you can say, oh, different timeline or whatever the case may be. But I love that this is literally a continuation of it all. You know what I mean? And that's a really cool shield, by the way, Link. Look at that. That's her again. Isn't this also close to where the sword is at on the other side of the mountain? And we always, not the sword, the statue. We always wondered how the statue got so far away from the sword, which is on the other side of the mountain. Interesting. Interesting. All right, one more time before I get into all these other headlines. You said the Fire Emblem game didn't look good to you? I thought it looked really good. That's what Jack said in the comments. I know you love Fire Emblem. That's crazy. I thought it looked awesome visually. I thought we finally getting really close to the cinematics from the GameCube games. Now, remember they said that the name might be a spoiler for the game? I don't know. Let me watch this whole thing one last time. I think that's where she went, man. She left. She went up to the sky. I think that's trapping Ganondorf, probably. So like, what was that? Like a bat, like a big bat though, flying in the sky. Yeah, that's definitely right across from it. That is definitely right across from the statue. Yeah, look at the target right there and everything from that shrine you did. Bro, that's right across the statue. So that's what we dealing with. It wasn't put there for no reason. And my theories for the game, revolved all around that missing goddess. Tears of the Kingdom. And the Tears of the Kingdom will be rain on Hyrule. So I think the kingdom is in the sky. And that's probably what, that big giant area we see is. Jack said, Kingdom is the spoiler because I don't believe the kingdom in trouble is Hyrule. Even though you will traverse in Hyrule through the majority of the game. Nah, I don't even think through the majority of the game. I think it's going to be a mix between the two evenly. But I think it's both kingdoms. I think the kingdom is all of it. Because, at the end of the day, a kingdom in the sky, in a sense, is Hyrule. Because that's where the people came from. Going off Skyward Sword. Remember, even how Skyloaf was on the ground already. It's crazy. It's crazy. It comes out on the 12th, early that month. Sick. Yo, imagine they pushed it up. Imagine they pushed it up. I said one last time and I'm going again. All right, this is the last time. I'll start talking about the next headlines. Matter of fact, while we're here, though, because Splatoon, man, just came out. I don't know what's the numbers of this game right here going to be, but Splatoon in 3 days sold 3,450,000 units. And by now, that game is probably closer to 10 million than it is to 5 million with worldwide sales. And yeah, all the folks who thought Splatoon, what do we need a new entry for? It could have been DLC, all that nonsense. Yeah, man. You're in the minority. The people that Splatoon needs to change and become something else, again, in the minority. Splatoon is what it is, and people love what it is, and it's new. It's not like Splatoon is some old, washed up thing that they just keep, releasing 20 years straight. Nah, man. It's a new thing, and it's the first time it's ever been on an actual successful console. Yeah, the first entry was successful, but I think it's only right, you know what I'm saying, that you getting another one. Same way we getting another Zelda on the Switch, it seems. I ain't seen nothing about no new Super Nintendo Switch with Zelda dropping in May. It's looking like we just gonna ride out the Switch for another year after, and it's stacked. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be exciting to see what happens with Prime 4, whether it comes out on the Switch, whether it comes out on the next console. I would like it to be a launch title for the next console, because I think Prime could benefit from those launch sales, people being hyped, and yeah, let me go out and get this Metroid game that looks crazy. Let me see. Jack said, in Ocarina they said that the world of Hyrule, what you said, reigns from the goddess to create Hyrule. Yeah, and Skyward Sword showed the story of the Master Sword and its champions. Yeah, and we got champions in this game too. It's crazy. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. Whoa, what a direct. What a direct. Like next year is just look, next year I'm like, you got Pikmin and Zelda there. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't even cover the fact that games that I'm looking forward to content coming, like Splatoon, like the 3.4 million seller Splatoon in 3 days, that's gonna get new content. A ton of it, like actual big DLC and things like that. Like, this is why purchasing the game is great. You know what I'm saying? 2022, people are so quick to just want to see, a new game announcement, I want to see content for the games that I own on top of announcement of games that are coming soon. And Zelda, yeah, they could show a trailer now because that game is coming soon. So expect a full direct on that game, in the next few months. Obviously, we will see more trailers. We'll see combat. We got to get a few more trailers out there because this is not a real, this wasn't this is another teaser trailer. We haven't gotten that full-blown new music rendition banger trailer. You know the one I'm talking. You remember the Breath of the Wild one with the over-the-back shoulder, the sweeping music, him doing the backflip on the damn mountains and then the theme just kicking in right there. Come on. We haven't got that yet. Zelda, like Breath of the Wild, had banging trailers, so I know this one is going to have incredible ones. And these are all teasers. They're not showing the gameplay mechanics because that's where the real teaser is going to come in, with the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. And Link's powers. They just give us little ideas. Like, hey, look at Link. He just landed on this bird creature that he could glide through the air with or fly. I'm not really sure, but he's getting around. Can it take you up? Does it just go down? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know. But it's interesting. It's really interesting. That game is going to come out and do crazy numbers on the Switch. That's going to have an install base that's going to be over probably the greatest selling system of all time by then. Let's be honest. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. So let me move on now to talk about Crystal Dynamics, because good news for them, actually. When they separated from Square, we didn't know what was actually going to happen with the IPs that they made famous. And I'm talking about Legacy of Kain. What would be the legacy of that? What would be the legacy of Tomb Raider? Well, we got an official statement, and the statement reads like this. We are excited to inform you that Crystal Dynamics has taken control of several game franchises, including Tomb Raider and Legacy of Kain, from the game's previous owner, Square Enix Limited. As a result of this change, Crystal Dynamics, or its affiliate, is now the owner of these games and the controller of the gameplay and personal data related to them. That means that they can port the old games, whatever. They own their shit. They got their masters. They got everything back as they walked out the door. And I'm glad that Square didn't just do them dirty and keep those IPs that, is synonymous with them. So it goes on to say, if you would like to know more, please, refer to our terms of service and stuff like that. But basically, the gist of it, they got Tomb Raider back. They got Legacy of Kain back. That's good because movement can happen on movies for Tomb Raider. Obviously, the new games and things are going to be in development. Yeah, man. This is great news for gamers everywhere, in my opinion. It's just great news that it stays with its creator, man. And the big corporation didn't do the littler guy, because I'm not gonna say Crystal Dynamics is a little guy, but the littler guy dirty, and I love it. I'm looking forward to the future Tomb Raider, because the last trilogy was great, and I hope that the next one is just as good, if not way better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now let's talk about the Xbox UI real quick, because the Xbox UI is getting an update. Well, it's getting several updates. Next year is going to be updated where everyone gets that update. But insiders right now, in the alpha tier, not my tier Omega, I don't have this update yet. I'm still with the one that's currently there for everyone. But the alpha skip ahead users, they actually have the new UI. And the new UI to me is like, it's literally the definition of being out of touch or putting your head in the sand with what people actually want, because they have dynamic backgrounds. You can use your images that you get from achievements or captures that you take and put it as the background on your Xbox. Literally any image you can use. You can take an image from your PC and make it the background of your Xbox. It can be anything. But Microsoft Microsoft basically seems like hell bent on making it where the background of your console is useless. Now, look, I know it's just the background. It's not that serious. You want to get in, get out, and they make it easy, right? They have a giant row, which you can see in the image, of all your most recent played games. 6 things. So it's like that's everything you need. You know what I mean? Like it's all gonna be there. Obviously, you can still press your Nexus button on your controller, and you can go into your groups and things like that. But from the looks of it right now, they're gonna change it up all the time. So I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on the fact that when you scroll down from the screen that's actually there. Matter of fact, let me switch back to the Xbox screen so I can just use this as an example. When you scroll down, you see you got my own curated games list here. This is my games. I created this group. I created my media apps group. I created my throwback games with my town splitters on the front and all that, and obviously games from last generation and things like that, and even older games like the, just old ass games. Anyway, Rare Replay and Perfect Dark and all of that good stuff. Got a demo section right here, and then I have Xbox Game Pass, got Friends Community, Xbox Live, and Store. Like Store, I don't even go to it like that. I just go right here. You know what I'm saying? All Game Pass. This is usually where I jump through. I'm usually using the Nexus button to get around on everything. And the way it works now, you're going to always have to come here. You know what I'm saying? So I got easy access right here for certain things. And then games in quick resume. And then my games is like you see on the front. I like the way this is currently, because again, I don't have to use the Nexus button. If I don't want to, I could just scroll down and go to whatever it is that I'm playing right here. The way it works right now, though, with the with the current update, when you go down, it's nothing but Game Pass stuff. It literally looks like this. 1,000%. This is what it looks like. It looks like when you go on actual Game Pass. It looks like this. Like you're scrolling down. It's like all of this is on your homepage. Now, listen, this is all fine because there's not a single game here that I can't play, right? Because I'm a Game Pass member. All these games, I could download them right now. I could put these to install right now, which I haven't, but all of these are pretty much installed. Not this, actually. But, again, I can add those games. I can play these games. So, these games being on the front page when I scroll down, it's not like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world, because obviously all the stuff that you currently played is going to be right here. And you got 6 slots now versus you always got your disc slot right here, And I don't know how they're going to go about that. Maybe it'll more than likely take up the 6th slot on that new OS, on that new UI. And that's fine, because you'll still have the 5 last things you played, and then you'll have your quick resume section. But I don't think, listen, I'm just saying, I don't think that they should remove your own groups from your homepage. You should be able to customize your homepage the way you want. You want to have all that Game Pass shit on the homepage, cool. But have it all the way at the bottom, where if I want to see it, I can, jump all the way to the bottom. And like this is here, where I can add more groups and things like that, or people, friends, to the front page. You can add anything to the front page of your Xbox, which is cool. So you can have a friend there. So when you scroll down, you'll see that friend. Oh, let me see if he on, what he's doing, his achievement list, whatever. And you could just be basically stalking the person. I don't use that feature, but it's cool that you have that feature, right? Because if you're always playing with the same people, you can just have them right there instantly and just. But again, it's nothing but a tap away. You know what I'm saying? To go to your friends. So my whole thing is the backgrounds. They have all these cool backgrounds that you can add to your console, but they're making it harder and harder to see. Like this background, for example. Look, let's go back to that image. It covers up that whole Master Chief image. All you see is his head. The whole background, you got absolutely nothing. Which is, it's wild. Like, then what's the point of even having them? In my opinion, like what is the point of having any kind of customization if you're not gonna let people see it? Let me go to backgrounds real quick. I'm gonna switch back. Like you got all these backgrounds, right? and they're cool, and they're animated and all that, but you're not going to be able to see it with all those tiles covering up the whole thing. I honestly wish that the tiles was something like this that you see right here when I'm picking them. Like if you could choose to have like a minimalistic OS, you know what I mean, or the standard one, everything is big, very good for all users, you know, with, I mean, ranging from any kind of site levels, you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to basically see the big, giant video game graphics, but having something small like this would be mad cool. But yeah, they got all these things like this right here. You're not even going to be able to see this, like, at all. You're not going to be able to see this. Matter of fact, let me put on the Master Chief one that they using. Look, you barely see it now, right? And then again, go back to that image. Look at that. That's wild. That's wild. It literally covers up the little bit of chest that you get in this one. It literally covers that up. So imagine what it's doing to the green Xbox logo and all that. Like, that's terrible. That is terrible. So they have to find something sleeker, you know what I mean? Something that, I don't know, it's just, because it's not like it's ugly. No, it's pretty. It's actually 4K now. Originally when the series came out, it wasn't even 4K. It was like 1080p, if I'm not mistaken, the 1440p, the UI. But now it's actually fully 4K, not in HDR, so you still get the bouncing, you know, your TV switching from not being in HDR to HDR, which makes sense because so much content isn't in HDR. If HDR was standard across everything, then it'll make sense, you know, but it's not right now. So I understand why it is the way it is. Jack Gates said, also those rumors, the rumor mongers better find a better hobby, because those games they try to hype in aren't coming anytime soon, just new games. Yeah, I mean, there was a Kirby remaster, a Wii game, which to me is worth it. I wish they did Donkey Kong Returns so that it matches Tropical Freeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be an awesome announcement for me, because I love that game, and it would be cool to have that game, you know, brought up to the visual style, to the furry Donkey Kong from from Furry. You know, he had hair details in Tropical Freeze. It would be cool to see that, you know, actually happen. But look, it'll probably happen. Nintendo remasters games all the time, and Donkey Kong is iconic. They'll more than likely get around to it. But yeah, that's why I don't care about like none of those rumors. I don't hype them. You don't see me liking tweets about them going like, nah, it's just hilarious. You know, people will be disappointed right now because they didn't get those old games. At the same time, they'll be trying to shit on Splatoon for being too close to an old game. You know what I'm saying? And they willing to go spend $60 for those games that they probably already bought on the Wii U. The 13 million who own the Wii U. You know, I know there's way more people now who didn't own the Wii U, and that's why they want it on the Switch. Don't get it twisted. I know, other fans. I know you want those games, and I want you to have those games on the console that's current. Nobody's trying to run out and get a Wii U and a gamepad and those games for super high prices. I understand it. But I'm just saying that a lot of these guys are diehard Nintendo fans. They were there with the Wii U. You know, they make up that 13 million. They got those games on their shelves, and they be hyping those games more than new games. And they'll probably be disappointed right now, even though they just got Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4. Zelda. Got a title. Like, come on. Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, next headline I want to talk about. Hold on, let me see what Jack. You said also, like you said, in the Discord community. Oh yeah, what you didn't know, you can become a patron and join the Discord community. You said the next F-Zero game will be a new game and not a remake of GX. Yeah, I think it'll be something new too. You said a game you believe Nintendo didn't like, but Sega would like to make again. It's crazy that Nintendo didn't like it, because that game to me, it was literally the perfect racing game. It's still to this day a perfect game. Feels as good as any current Gravity Race or any racing game, really. But yeah, Captain America and Black Panther are gonna get an adventure game developed by Amy Hennig. If you don't know, this is the creator of things like, damn, she goes back, I mean, a long time. Obviously, she made, everybody knows her for Uncharted. You know, the creator of that, director, writer. But if I'm not mistaken, she did stuff like Legacy of Kain. back in the day. And matter of fact, let me look her up. Legacy of Kain. It might have been Soul Reaver, because I remember when she got the didn't she get like a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Game Awards or something like that? Let me see. Amy Henry. I'm gonna go to her Wikipedia page. I could have sworn. I don't want to say she made games she didn't make. Yeah, Legacy of Kain. I said Soul Reaver though. I don't know if she made Soul Reaver. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, Soul Reaver. Producer. Yeah, she acted as the director, producer, and writer of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, of course. That's crazy. So yeah, she's a legend, obviously. And all you gotta say, I don't gotta go back that deep into the catalog. I ain't gotta do all that. But I do all that just to say she's handling Captain America, Black Panther in the adventure game. That from the little teaser that they gave at the D23 Expo, which was like the only cool thing that I saw out of that, for me personally, when it came to the gaming side of things, you could feel the Uncharted vibes of like going across the table and seeing all the different like books and artifacts and things like that. And this is gonna take place, in World War II. There's 2 other characters in the actual imagery, but I don't know who it is. One of them looks like Wakanda Warrior, which is cool. I'm like, if it's Michonne character, that's what's up. But I don't think it'll be her. Back then it could be, her mom or something like that, ancestor. Still, at the end of the day, it's one of those characters, which is cool. Maybe the game will be 4 players. I don't know. Who knows? Might be 2 players, just Captain America and Black Panther. But the game doesn't have a name. It doesn't really have a release date yet either, which cool because it's in development. Let it cook. But if they got the budget to make this game, and I mean the whole team, she has like her great development team, and they got the budget to make a game of the caliber of Uncharted with these 2 superheroes. Yeah, this could turn into one of the best, definitely one of the best just superhero games ever made. Because think about it, Captain America could play like Drake, but with way better moves. And then Black Panther could play like a character from Legacy of Kain. You know what I'm saying? Moving around crazy, doing all this crazy shit. It's basically blending what she's known for, those 2 things together. You know what I'm saying? And making hopefully one great thing. I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope that it's great. I hope that it's awesome. Jack, while you're here, I'm about to get into the headline that I know you're gonna like. Because no, I'm not here to talk about Call of Duty, the actual game, Modern Warfare, whatever. I'm here to talk about Call of Duty as an IP, as a platform, the way Sony put it before. It's a platform within itself. So Sony basically, Sony's president, that dude, he he basically took Phil Spencer's offer, which I talked about in the last podcast, right? I said Phil Spencer said that he sent a note basically pledging several more years. And I said it in that podcast. It was literally a day before this reaction came from Sony. I said, here's what I think. I think Sony maybe has like 3 more years on that deal. Microsoft will probably, keep the Call of Duties that are still in development right now, being developed for all the platforms that it's being developed for. Those will come out. And after that, that's it. The new Call of Duties that will go in development after those, because it's a 3-team cycle. I say each 3 will come out. So you'll get Call of Duty for 3 more years after the contract, and it'll be done. And that's exactly what the statement was. And I'm like, that makes sense though. That's literally the most corporatist generosity you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most corporate generosity you can get, in my opinion, where it's like, we don't got to do this shit once we own it. We can just take the shit. But we can have a transitional period for your players. And that transitional period is whatever is after the Xbox Series X. That console will get Call of Duty exclusively. That console will get revealed and hyped with a Call of Duty exclusively for it. That is going to happen. It is, whether Sony likes it or not. That is going to happen. There's going to be a Xbox console that's going to be hyped We're probably one of these games announced right now for the Series X that's going to be in development for way too long and then end up launching on this console and the next one. But yeah, you'll have your Elder Scrolls, you'll have your Call of Duty announced day one with that console. It won't just be Hellblade. No, they got mad IPs now, legendary IPs that they can go into. Wolfenstein, Doom. They can go into Crash Bandicoot and things like that. Again, bringing back Guitar Hero is definitely going to be a thing. Yeah, I'm talking about Mr. Ryan himself. Oh, Jimbo. Yeah, crying, saying like, yeah, that was like inadequate of an offer. Like, we want to keep our players happy forever. Like, oh, I know you want your players happy. You're the one whom not too long ago was saying our players are the best. Our players number one. That's why we don't want to do crossplay with none of y'all. Not with Nintendo guys, not with Xbox guys. We'll maybe do some PC, and that's what they did until they got, pulled kicking and screaming into doing crossplay with every other console. Being a player in the console space. These are the guys who left E3 because of reasons. While Nintendo can't wait for E3 to come back. Microsoft, you already know they're going to be at E3. They at Tokyo Game Show this year, for crying out loud, in the next few days. Like, of course you don't want that. You're the guy who pays for, again, Hogwarts has parts of it that's exclusive to PlayStation console. So that area, you want to open that door and go into that room? You can't. You got to get it on PlayStation. Why? Because that's what they money had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Final Fantasy, why are there so many exclusive to PlayStation? Just because they don't want them on Xbox. Because that's what it's all about. They don't worry about the Switch because they say, oh yeah, they're not going to put them on the Switch. But I'm certain now, they're like, oh yeah, no cloud versions on the Switch. No, don't you dare, Square. You know what I'm saying? Like, they basically do exclusives all day, every day, exclusive price points, exclusive price hikes. They do a lot of exclusives, yo. The expenses are exclusive. They're gonna have a state of pay tonight. You know what I mean? Like, Ubisoft, like, hey, we're gonna follow in Sony's footsteps, and all our games are gonna be $70 now. And I'm like, wow, who could have called that when Sony put it to 70? And I love the deflecting from PlayStation fans when they be like, oh, Sony was the one who started it. 2K. They try to put the blame on the third party, bro. It's all based on the console manufacturer. Once the console manufacturer says our shit is going to be 70, everybody else going to follow suit because our shit holds as much value as your exclusive games on your hardware. Facts. Reality. And eventually, I would say, because corporations are corporations, they're going to say, listen, all those millions of people are fine paying 70 over there, so we could charge 70 over here. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter whether Microsoft decides, oh, yeah, we're going to charge 70. It's like, you got Game Pass, you're still going to get a discount to buy the game if you're buying it digitally anyway. or you're going to be able to play the game in Game Pass and then pick it up later on a discount. Like, you still going to be straight. Like, it's not going to be a blow to your wallet because Xbox just isn't. It's just the cheapest place to game on. And Sony is just wilding with this self, like, I don't even want to say self-righteous. It's just like self-centered need for Call of Duty to be on PlayStation. Like, yo, they're going to take that shit away. As they should. And people are like, oh, there's money to be made. Yeah, and they're going to make it when they make all those people who going to come kicking and screaming from PlayStation over to Xbox. Don't act like it didn't happen before in the 360 generation, going from PlayStation 2 to 360. Many did. And what was one of the catalysts for it? Call of Duty, remember that. They had the little exclusive deals. Remember, Xbox used to be on the exclusive shit like PlayStation is now. It's now that they switched up. But that was old leadership versus new leadership. You know what I'm saying? And Microsoft obviously does exclusive deals, but it's mostly like, yeah, we want the game exclusive on Game Pass. Some will be time exclusive, like Tunic is. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's just like, yeah, Game Pass. That's it. I think Microsoft is like, listen, we'll force you to kill PlayStation Essential, PlayStation blah, 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 this, that, and put Game Pass on your PlayStation if you want the damn game. Like, before we put that game on the console. Like, they're just trying to get the best deal they could get out of this so that the, like, regulators, side with them and be like, oh, you got to do them a favor and keep Call of Duty there for at least a decade or some shit like that. Which, let me be honest, isn't going to matter, because once it's gone, it's gone. And that means the deals are gone, the ads for the PlayStation versions are gone, the game is coming right into Game Pass day one, so you can pay premium over there, or you can get it over here, you know? Like, it's just the reality of it, man. So, Jack, I see you told me to check the Discord, and I just did that. And what I see here is celebrating 60 years of James Bond. All right, we on the Bond website. GoldenEye 007 is coming to Nintendo Switch Online and Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, I'm going to read this whole thing right now. Add this to the headlines. So the iconic Bond video game, GoldenEye 007, is to be released on Nintendo Switch Online and Xbox Game Pass, as first announced during the latest Nintendo Direct broadcast. Wait, hold on. Breaking news. Somewhere, Jimbo's crying, but what about us? We deserve this game. This is inadequate. This is inadequate. So, yeah, during the direct broadcast, a 4K resolution remaster of the N64 Classic is coming soon to the console's Nintendo Switch online service. It ain't going to be 4K remastered on Switch, guys. Come on, man. But anyway, yeah, it'll be on Xbox Game Pass. And yeah, confirmed news of GoldenEye 007 port to Xbox's Game Pass. Yeah, it says today, September 13th, but that's not, it ain't. Oh, wait, is it coming out today? Nah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon to Nintendo Switch. All right. It's not out today. I just had to make sure. Boy, oh boy. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm going to play it. I'm going to have fun. But it's still GoldenEye, you know, and it's, I mean, hopefully they put modernized controls in there. If they do that, like they did for the Perfect Dark remaster, that will help out a lot to make the game a lot more fun. So I'm assuming that this is going to have crossplay. Matter of fact, we just had a direct. I ain't even checked Twitter. I just checked a little bit of Twitter, matter of fact, right now. And I'll do that on the actual stream. Hold on. Give me a second to switch this up. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. If it's crossplay, boy, that's gonna be mad fun. I mean, I hope it is. Right? Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Hold on, I'm gonna switch it up right now. Just making sure. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do the after the direct. So you got GoldenEye images right here. Local split screen for up to 4 players. Yeah, it looks clean. It's GoldenEye though, you know? It's GoldenEye. Let me see if there's no other images. But if it's crossplay between the two consoles, that'll be cool. Yeah, the key art is classic because it looks like his mouth is mad long because the shadow on the finger. That's an old thing. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Wait, all right. So Aaron Greenberg said, adding some of the updated classic key art brings back many memories. Note this game was originally only made for a console, so same holds true like the local multiplayer split screen. So is that his way of saying it's not coming to Xbox, PC? Rare Replay. It's gonna add it to Rare Replay. So that if you own Rare Replay, does that mean that you get it for free? You don't even gotta purchase it? Because that's crazy. Because if that is the case, that's crazy. Look how good this stage looks, man. They're gonna be like, no, look at the grand textures. Look at the grass textures. What else we got? I think if it was crossplay, they would have been screaming that from rooftops. I don't think it is. Nintendo Switch and Xbox Game Pass. Oh yeah, free to owners from shout out to Clobra, one of the coolest Twitter follows, man. Improved controls, 16:9, up to 4K resolution, consistent refresh rate, 4-player split screen. They just say 4-player split screen, right? Or am I crazy? No. Oh, key art. Key art. We got key art, ladies and gents. Key art. Tears of the Kingdom. That's what I'm talking about. Retweet that. Sick, man. Dustin, like, finally. So far away. It's not far away. Not at all. Everybody waiting for that damn Nintendo Direct. Like these genres: turn-based strategy, farm sims, JRPGs, farming JRPGs, farm-based JRPGs, JRPGs that are also farm sim. Listen, I just say role-playing games. A bunch of games in the role-playing genre. Because Zelda, growing up, was part of the role-playing genre. You know what I'm saying? And it was always considered one of the originals with Final Fantasy. And to me, yeah, any game where you was leveling up basically at the time. People made it just about the gameplay. May 12th. 7 years, but they finally did it. Dude, that art, I don't know. I might. Dare I say I like it better than. Oh, this is a trailer here. This is probably actually a 4K trailer on YouTube. Try to see if I can see that. Let's see. Zelda trailer, you got GoldenEye. I'm trying to see if Xbox actually uploaded. Oh, Red uploaded the 4K trailer. That's what's up. I went right to the source because I'm subscribed. They rarely upload, but when they do, it's a rare game. You heard? What a tease. And when they say coming soon, what's soon, man? What is soon? Let me see if I can find the official Zelda trailer drop. Let me see. Where are you? That's Game Explains one. Nope. No, I think it's at the bottom. You might be wondering why am I looking for that? Did I pass it? I probably passed it. Probably flying through this too quick. Alright, let me take my time. Unless Nintendo is wild and was like, nah, we didn't upload the actual trailer. Oh, here it is. I just wanted to do one thing. Like that real quick. And while we here, might as well watch that real quick. All of these trailers, though, were teasers, like Pikmin tease, GoldenEye tease. There was a lot of tease in here. At least Fire Emblem, they actually, you know, they put some damn meat on the bones of that one. Let me make sure I got the volume on. I might have just shut it down. Nah, it's on. Yeah, man. That's it basically for the podcast. You know, we're going to watch this and I'm going to wrap it up. That was all the headlines. Sony crying is just hilarious to me. The entitlement is crazy. You said update controls, but you're not seeing cross-platform. Well, it's cross-platform because if it's in Game Pass, you're going to be able to play it in the cloud. You're going to be able to play it on PC. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, it's kind of. It'll be cross-platform with Xbox One and Xbox Series. Now, I don't know. It's cool. I don't even know if they're saying online play. Have you actually seen online play? Because I don't think we did. I don't think we did at all. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. I got another stream coming up soon. I'm gonna be playing some Splatoon multiplayer. I was thinking, man, I should just do single player, but I said, no, I'll probably play some multiplayer, throwing some Salmon Run in there, try that, see how that is. I want to get new like emotes and things like that. I see people online playing with some cool emotes. I got the one where you put your hand over your mouth. You know what I mean? That one's cool. But I've seen people do all kinds of different emotes, and it's cool that they have stuff like that in the game because it gives you, you know, your inkling character or your octoling character. You know, but Jack, thanks for coming through. Thanks for everybody who tuned in, everybody who watched on the replay. You know, if you want to watch these live day one when they air and things like that, make sure to become a patron. There's a link in the description below. And yeah, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Recipe Video Game Podcast. Until the next one, peace.